Yeah, we're never going to apologize for a road win. It wasn't pretty at all. It was rather ugly at times for us. Told our guys in the locker room, we got to get off to better start. So, this has been a pattern the last 3 games. You look at Villanova, you look at Creighton, and this DePaul game. You can't dig yourself a hole in this league. And listen, our guys fought back, and I thought the tide really turned those last 2 wars in the first half. We won, actually, last 3 wars we won in the first half. But that the second war, they went on a huge run, and we just can't allow that to happen. DePaul's a tremendous offensive rebounding team, and they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. But we got to do a better job. It's unacceptable to give 16 offensive rebounds up. I can promise you, we're going to be doing a lot of blocking out the next few days. And we've been going into this game. We were the #1 defensive rebounding team in our league. They were the #1 offensive rebounding team, and they won that battle. And that's a big reason why we were in the position we were in for most of the game, and that was down. I thought offensively, Paul's got to do a better job taking care of the ball, obviously. I think he finished up with 6 turnovers. Thought he got sped up a little bit in certain moments. Just got to slow down a little bit on that offensive end. But proud of our group, man, for sticking together. They, again, give DePaul a lot of credit. Thought they played really hard. I thought they outplayed us for the most part. But we were fortunate enough to come out of here with a win. I thought Jack Nungy was obviously tremendous down the stretch for us, helping us close out this game.
First question, Adam.
Travis, you mentioned Jack, and I think it was 67-67, and Jack, he helped out on a trap high up on Jalen Taylor. It led to a turnover. Jack gets a run out in transition and goes to the foul line, makes a free throw. Was that just instincts on his part to know to trap, or was that something you saw and you said, hey, I think that we can get a trap on this spot?
Yeah, we drop coverage most of the time, like with Jack specifically, and that means our bigs kind of further back into the paint on ball screens. But we call out traps throughout the game. That was a called trap. Jack did a great job executing it. He got a deflection, I believe. He created the deflection out of the trap, and then we were able to fortunate enough to pitch it ahead to him and get to the free throw line. We saved it at the right time, and we did it in the first half as well. I think created a turnover, so we try to mix it in just so we don't throw the same pitch the entire game.
Next question, Joe.
Yeah, that was the third straight game where you guys struggled in the first half and had to overcome a slow start. How is that something you kind of work on and fix? You're coming out of game stronger, not putting yourself in a deficit early.
Yeah, I think Joe, I got to look maybe at lineups too. We got to dive into the analytical numbers a little bit deeper. But it was really it's been that second war, right, in that first half where I've kind of noticed the last 3 games where we're kind of getting punched in the mouth, and then we respond. But again, you got to put 40 minutes together in this league. You can't allow teams to win a 4-minute war, 17-6. That just can't happen. It doesn't happen to good teams. So we got to get that fixed. And we're addressing it. I can tell you that we're going to look deeper into the analytical numbers because we got to fix that moving forward.
Adam.
Paul obviously had a big turnover late, but his defense on the final possession of the game, I thought, really disrupted the ball. Can you sort of talk us through what you were telling your guys in that spot? What were you expecting with the ball? I thought that Paul and Nate Johnson both made life really hard on the ball in that final possession. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, I thought Paul did a heck of a job just making a hard play on the ball, with David Jones. I told those guys I don't want David Jones to win the game. Make somebody else shoot the ball. Listen, he had 27, and he had 20, I believe, at half. And we did a better job on him in the second half. But I didn't want him to be able to take that final shot. And Paul did a great job. He saw an opportunity to try to get a tie-up, which I think he was close to getting one. And then Nate had the IQ and the wherewithal to figure out, hey, he ran I think it's Jalen Terry off a rhythm, a catch-and-shoot rhythm 3 and made him take a dribble. Or you have the shot fake, which is, again, a lot lower percentage shot. It's not a rhythm shot. So Nate did a tremendous job. Paul did a great job. I think Nate also got a deflection on David Jones, I believe, when he tried to cross it over on him. It was a really good job by both of those guys.
Tim?
Coach, you got I know obviously DeWan didn't have the biggest day offensively, only getting a couple shots and making one basket, but looked like throughout the game, even as you guys were down, his on-ball defense was pretty good today. Had two really good steals for you guys. Can you guys talk about just seeing his growth at point so far in the season? Just how hard he has becoming as far as with his ball pressure?
Yeah, DeWan's a game changer on the defensive end for us. He has the ability to pressure it, contain it, keep it in front. He's disruptive. He's strong. He's tough. And again, you think of all the great guards in our league, man. There's a lot of great guards that are just so talented. They can score the ball and play one-on-one basketball. DeWan is always, I feel like, in an advantage when he's in there defensively for us. He's a game changer. It also changes our pace of play. It seems like the ball just comes so quickly out of his hands to pass the ball when he finds guys. Tonight he had a couple turnovers early in the first half. We got to clean that up. I thought he played a little bit too fast, got sped up on a few of his turnovers. But he's a game changer for us, and proud of him, man, for sticking with it.
Next question, Adam.
Travis, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like you guys played more zone in this game than you have all year. Were you expecting that was something that you might need to do tonight, or was that more a product of, hey, we need to try something to get back in this game, something different?
We just needed to try something different. Listen, we're a man-to-man defensive team, and 2-3 was better. Right in the first half, it got us back in the game. I think our points per possession when we were in zone, I think was .83, and our points per possession when we were in man was like 1.7. So that's a drastic difference in the first half. But I told our guys at halftime, listen, we're going to play some 2-3 in the second half, but we can't play 2-3 zone the whole game. We can't do that. We're not going to win that way. We'll mix in some 2-3 zone kind of here and there. We'll change up defenses, but our man-to-man needed to be a heck of a lot better. So it was just a little bit more of a product of our man-to-man stunk early on, so we just went to zone just to try something different and throw them out of rhythm.
Tim.
So obviously you guys didn't have Deontay tonight, Coach, so you guys went on about 8 deep as far as like the rotation. Is that something you guys are getting more comfortable with the shorter bench? I know obviously Deontay's was a different situation, but being down Kiki and obviously having a few injuries you guys have had this year, how comfortable are you guys not going 8 deep?
Yeah, we're comfortable with it. I thought Deontay had honestly a couple great practices leading up to this game. It's unfortunate he got sick because I thought he was really, really good. I thought this was a great game for him, because of the size. We needed that size in this game to compete on the glass. I got confidence in Deontay Miles playing. I really do. I think he can be a game changer on that defensive end, just around the rim, offensively rolling to the rim. But again, listen, I would say we'd like to play 9. I think that's realistic. I think more than that, I don't think you can do with guys getting in rhythm. It's like tonight, AK was sick as a dog. I mean, really sick. He didn't practice yesterday, but he wanted to come on the trip. And listen, he played well. I didn't want to take him out of the game late, but he had that look on his face like he needed to go to the trash can again, So again, but Adam, we have one of the strengths of our team is we have really good guys coming off the bench, guys that can start. So I'm comfortable playing 8 or 9 guys as long as they continue to earn it.
Adam.
Travis, I'm not sure you're going to know this off the top of your head, but how many games can you remember where you were a part of a team that only led for 2 minutes in a game and found a way to win?
Man, I don't know off the top of my head, but again, like I said, man, you don't apologize in this league. Every game is hard. I don't care who you're playing, where it's at, home, away, whether you're playing DePaul, whether you're playing Marquette, who we obviously got next. Every game presents different challenges, and just proud of our group for sticking together because we didn't play well. And DePaul, give DePaul a lot of credit for that, right? They played hard, they played tough, but we got to be better. I hold ourselves to a higher standard. I felt like we just had some weird turnovers, some bad turnovers. We got punked on the glass. That just can't happen in this league for us to be a really good team because those have been strengths of ours here to this point in the season, and if we're going to have any success moving forward, we got to continue to do those things.